Al, we got a long title this week,
Yeah, the title's a doozy.
and then stuff happens. That's kind of it.
Yep.
We got a set up for next week's episode, essentially.
Yeah. It's a lot of groundwork.
That is for true. Anyways, hello, welcome to this week's episode. Jared now watch Inuyasha is episode 84. I'm Jared, joined as always by Doc Al and Lady
Hello.
We are discussing season 4, episode number 1, or episode 83, entitled "The Female Wolf Demon and the Lunar Rainbow Promise."
God, you got that out in like no breath at all.
I'm very good at saying things very fast.
Rapid speed.
That's me. We begin this episode with a little recap of what's happened in the last couple of episodes, and then we see an old dog.
The dog is so old, and every dog on this screen is so terribly drawn.
It's so good. I love how all the dogs that are in the show just have the derpiest eyes imaginable. It's so good and dumb.
So good.
Like, it makes no sense, but it also is just like,
No, it's great.
it's worth it. Yeah.
I no notes. Wouldn't change anything.
Yeah, exactly. We see a gal and her dog show up, and then they leave because the dog goes. This gal goes to find Koga and is like, "Hey, we got to get married." Koga's like, I never did any promising of marriage. already have a fiance named Kagome."
Agome.
And this gal named Ayame is like, "What the heck, dude? You promised me we're going to get married and reunite the tribes and everything, and this is real messed up. Why would you do this to me?" He's like, "Well, I didn't promise anything, so it sucks to suck."
Also, her name sounds just like mine. Kagome's like, it has the May part, but
Yep, that's it.
That's it. Okay.
Everyone's still reeling to try and find Naraku, and they can't find Naraku. That's kind of the gist of this. And then they go to the castle, and no one can find anything at the castle because there's nothing there. Except for a weird thing that is forming in the basement of the castle.
Big hair monster guy.
Big hair monster guy. Big hair demon emerges from the castle and attacks everyone. He goes after Ayame first because Ayame went to the castle. There's some thunder. Because Koga was there. Koga was there to try and see if Naraku was there because he smelled Inuyasha, so he's going to go find Inuyasha. And Ayame is now like, "Well, I gotta go find Koga because he was here and now he's gone." And then here's a hair demon. It's like, "Ah, look at all my hair in my mouth." Ah.
My weird vocal effect.
I'm a demon.
It feels vibraty. I don't like it.
Koga finds Inuyasha and is like, "Hey, where's Naraku?" And Inuyasha's like, "Dude, I don't know."
Oh.
Also, if I knew, why would I tell you?
Right.
I don't like you. And he's like, "Kagome, hello. How's it going?"
God.
Inuyasha is just very upset by this because he's like, "Why did you come here to flirt with Kagome? That's real rude. You shouldn't do that." Anyways, Hair Monster comes to fight them because Ayame and Koga's dudes that are always running behind him and are very far behind him are being chased by the hair demon, and they catch up finally. Koga's like, "Hey, there's something coming our way. We should get out of here."
Mm-hmm.
Inuyasha picks up the hair demon and just slams it in the ground, and then Koga's like just takes Kagome and runs away, which is real messed up. Real not cool.
No.
And then the hair demon gets away because it just like rolls off a hill.
I like that it just like gets rid of the hair that Inuyasha's holding on to. It's like, okay, bye.
They're like, "Why did you let it go away?" And Inuyasha's like, "Nah, that was a planned escape. That was not my fault.
Nope. That was not me.
Not me this time." And then we get a bunch of scenes where Ayame and Koga and Kagome have a confrontation where Ayame wants to beat up Kagome because she thinks that she's Koga's fiance, and Kagome's like, no, this is a misunderstanding. This is not the truth here. Come on."
A hussy.
She did call her a hussy. That was very funny.
I was like, oh my God.
Ayame again is like, "We gotta remember the promise. It was the lunar rainbow." And we get this flashback of Ayame as a kid. And we were both like,
Uh-oh.
Because Koga just looks the same and just like, oh no.
Oh no, she's a child.
Uh,
Because of course, he looks the same and she's a child.
Yep.
I made a joke that him and Sesshomaru have something in common now.
That's not what you want to have in common with him.
No, it's not.
I don't remember what else happens at the end of this episode. I think it just kind of ends with just the three of them kind of chit chatting and
It ends with like Ayame looking really sad. And then it just like is an abrupt ending.
yeah, probably because Koga's like, I didn't promise anything to you because I'm just too cool to do that.
I'm
And
only
also, I'm
married
very dumb.
this gal.
She's like, oh, okay.
Okay.
But yeah, this is just like a big old setup episode for the next episode, and just
Yep.
stuff
Yep.
stuff occurs.
That's basically all it is.
We got a couple of notes for this episode. This episode is canon. However, many scenes have been changed for the anime version to include the anime-only character Ayame.
Yep.
All scenes involving the Northern Wolf Demon tribe, including flashbacks and Ayame herself, are all anime original.
We've gotten through this whole episode without saying my wife once.
Oh yeah, he also because he's basically like he promises her, but he's like trying to like cheer her up. He's like, hey, one day you'll make you my wife.
My wife.
And we were just both, it's like, my wife.
My wife. We'll get to it more in the next episode because we did it more on the next episode, but every single time it happened. Yep.
So yeah, I guess it's just this episode or this thing in this chapter in the manga was just the same, except Ayame's not there, and just that's the difference.
I wonder how you like. I mean, I guess the hair monster stuff is the stuff that's all the same, but like
Yeah,
none of the other stuff would be there.
Koga shows up,
Yeah, Koga's there.
but Ayame's just not there.
Yeah, but then now she's canonized because she's in the sequel.
Well, there you go.
Sorry, spoiler alert.
Oh no, I mean we already talked about this like an episode or two, or maybe last episode where we
I think it
talked
was
about the
last
preview.
episode. Yeah. I did mention.
But yeah, that's gonna do it for this week's episode. Next time we'll be discussing season 4, episode number 2, or episode 84, entitled Koga's Bride Bee.
His not yet wife.
Not my wife. So we'll look forward to that next week. But for now, if you'd like more from us, head on over to seasonalanimecheckup.com or sac.cool, where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like Seasonal Anime Checkup OVA. You can also find columns and reviews on the site as well. If you'd like more from Anladium, go to anladium.com. She's got columns and reviews. You can follow us on Twitter and TikTok at Anime Checkup, and you can buy our books, One Shiny Moment, a critical analysis of Love, Life, Sunshine, and Hot Tubs and Pac-Man on Amazon.com. So join us next week, and Koga's going to be very dumb.
Very dumb.